We're back at it. What's up, Reject Nation? Oh my goodness. I know what today is. Today is where Greg has to amplify his energy to keep up with this one. Tara Erickson back on the channel. Ruining the sound waves today.
That really peaked, I bet. You better work on that in audio. Give you a little extra work there, Gregory.
I appreciate that.
Alba. I know his last name. That's how you know I'm legit.
Erickson has done a reaction to the Batman trailer, so I thought it'd be fun today if we watch from Emergency Awesome, the Batman 2022 movie set clip, which features new Superman Easter eggs and a breakdown of the trailer. So, Tara, you excited to learn more about the Batman?
Shrimp.
Shrimp.
Give me those eggs. Love
Shrimp.
Easter. Love Easter. Used to love it. I used to get candy. Did you?
Yeah.
No, he
No,
didn't.
egg
Never
hunting.
got candy.
Egg hunting, yeah.
And I tell you, I'm
Professional
glad.
egg hunter.
I'm glad that the Peeps are gone. They're no more. They can't make them. Couldn't make them for Easter. Not gonna make them for Halloween. That candy sucks anyway. That's all I got to say.
It's gonna be an efficient shoot today.
Mm-hmm.
The hell?
Welcome back, everyone. It's Charlie. This is going to be my new video for the Batman movie.
Oh, is that the
clips,
stunt double?
Behind the scenes videos that everyone's been posting the past couple of days. You've probably been seeing it all over social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, everywhere. There's so many cool Easter eggs, so we'll break
No,
them down.
I haven't.
I have not either.
Extra cool when
This
wind up
video is a
dropping.
couple days old, too.
We did see a big Superman Easter egg on the set this morning, so I'll explain that too.
What?
If you're
What?
new to the channel, be sure to subscribe
Superman?
to get all the videos. Of course, I'll be doing bonus videos until the movie gets here. It was delayed again recently. Now the movie is coming out March 22nd, 2022. But I'll just number these as we go along just to stay organized, so starting with the big set videos first. First, we have a video of Robert Pattinson's Batman on top of the clock tower here. The scene was being shot day for night, meaning that they filmed the scene when there's light outside, but they film it using camera settings and then post-production to alter the footage, making it look like it's happening at night.
Cool.
That's how prominent his cape is. This just seems like
Is
a
that
version
really
of the
Robert
scene where
Pattinson
Batman
hanging off
you
of
get
it?
From pretty much all the
He just
Batman
looks like
movies,
an
where at
armless
some point in the
dude.
movie, there's an iconic scene brooding, looking out over the city, then launches into flight, gliding out over the city. Christian Bale's Batman did it, Ben Affleck's Batman.
That's
even
a
Michael
Batman
Keaton's
thing you
Batman
gotta
did
do.
it a lot. The cape itself has always been used as a big part of the glider mechanism of all the Batman costumes. There's another set video of him entering and exiting the Batcave with Catwoman and their motorcycles. You actually get a much better look at his costume as well. It looks way more badass up close
With a
like
flat
this.
butt?
A lot of people pictures
Where's
from
that
the
juice,
set.
Robert?
You don't really get to see all the different parts of it, but look at how many gadgets he has. Most people are drawing comparisons to Lee Bermejo's version of the Batman suit with the way the armor plating looks.
Oh, nice.
Obviously, a lot of people have theories about what's going on with the Batman symbol. It almost looks like he can pull out the two different pieces, the two different sides of his bat symbol, and use them as batarangs to throw at people.
Dope.
And there's the big
I
theory
only
about
got
the
2
natural
batarangs.
two different sides of the gun handle that was used to kill his parents. Most versions of comic book Batman keep the gun that was used to kill his parents at various points, but there was actually a story that Kevin Smith did for the Batman anniversary a little while ago where he actually melted the gun down and used it to make his bat symbol. Kevin Smith would lose his mind if they wind up doing that in this movie. Most people are looking at his gauntlets here, thinking this is a big Court of Owls Easter egg.
They
just
look
because
like
this is
really
exactly
high-end
the same type
pens.
of gauntlet that Owls wear. If we're talking about doing new things that the movies have not done before, Court of Owls would be one of the easiest slam dunks for Matt Reeves to go to at some point, even though the movie itself seems like it's going for more
They're going to.
Seven and Zodiac aesthetic in terms of references.
Yeah.
I'm assuming because it looks like Catwoman is leaving and entering the Batcave with him during these and on their motorcycles. This is much later in the film after they started to work together. Most of the
Is that a
trailer footage
double?
we saw
That's
is
not
only
her.
less than like 25% of the movie, and during that, it seems like he's catching her burgling this rich person's house for the very first time. It would be funny if this winds up being Wayne Manor. There was also a version of a Batman story where one of their early encounters is him catching her burgling Wayne Manor before she knows that he's Bruce Wayne and before he knows the Catwoman is Selina Kyle. Their motorcycles also look way more badass up close too. Heavily customized, and they look like they're right out of Batman the Animated Series with this really stylized design.
Yeah,
We've seen the inside
good
of his
call.
Batcave, so it just seems like he heavily customizes all of his vehicles, which is typical for Batman. But you do have to remember, the way their costumes look, kind of the pared down look, even though they're very aggressive looking, all this is meant to look very simplistic compared to more modern Batman movies that have been the older versions of the character with much more advanced technology. This is still Batman Year 2, so given enough time, he would also evolve the same level of technology that, say, Ben Affleck's Batman has in his movies. Then there's all the set video
that was all number 5.
Of them on the steps
that was all number 5.
Of the car crash. This all looks like it's happening around the mayor's funeral. We've seen a lot of trailer footage there where there's this big attack from the Riddler. This is actually what the Riddler looks like during this scene. Like, he's there in the background, just kind of keeping tabs on everything while it's all going down.
Spoilers.
Get a much better look at Robert Pattinson's character, what looks like his daily driver, which is a 1963 Chevy Corvette Stingray.
Holy shit!
So they're mixing and matching a lot of different eras, so everything looks kind of old-timey, very gothic, even though this is happening during modern day. Speaking of special cars, there was also a modern purple Maserati with gold highlights spotted on the set. No, I don't think it belonged to the Joker. Everything that Matt Reeves has said about the movie has been that the Joker isn't a huge character in this first new Batman movie. There have been all kinds of rumors this past year that they'll cast a new Joker for one of the sequels, and there might be some Easter eggs for the Joker somewhere during this movie, but apparently, according to rumors, he himself is not supposed to appear on screen during this first movie, but he does exist in this universe. Here's a really good picture of a lot of the main standing...
Damn, look at that Colin Farrell makeup.
Next to Carmine Falcone. A lot of people think this is an indication that they're actually doing a big Catwoman Easter egg from the Long Halloween and Dark Victory comics. So during those, she actually believes that she's the illegitimate daughter of Carmine Falcone. Later, those comic books wind up debunking that theory. It doesn't wind up being true. Her father winds up being some other person. But for a lot of the story, she herself believes that she is his illegitimate daughter. You also probably noticed a really big Easter egg for Michael Keaton's Batman movies. So if you look at the boots that she's wearing as part of her costume there, she's wearing the exact same boots, or replicas of the boots, that Michelle Pfeiffer
how cool!
Batman Returns.
Shit.
How
For a
cool.
little while, but I wouldn't be surprised if we spot more Easter eggs from the older Batman movies, maybe even some Easter eggs from the classic Adam West Batman. A lot of the mise-en-scène of this version of Gotham, the aesthetic, looks a lot like Tim Burton's Batman movie aesthetic. Most of those designs, when you talk about the really iconic designs of that Gothic version of Batman, came from Anton Furst. Usually when people are talking about the really mind-blowing designs of Gotham, they're talking about his designs. Those are such a big deal that they've actually influenced a lot of the modern Batman films, even though each new director kind of does their own thing. Like Zack Snyder has his own design language for the way his Gotham looks. But a lot of all the new Batman movies borrow a little bit in some way from Anton Furst, especially the Arkham games, which most of you have probably played at least a little of. We get a much better look at Colin Farrell's Penguin.
That makeup is insane.
Oh my God.
Was playing the Penguin in
Even like broad daylight photo. Looks,
I can't.
Yeah.
This was him. The makeup job and prosthetics are so complete, it's totally unrecognizable.
Wow, that is
Unrecognizable.
amazing.
Winds up winning an award for some of those
Yes,
makeup jobs.
thank you.
This
Makeup.
version of the Penguin is given his trademark name mostly because the shape of his face and his nose make it look like he has a penguin's face, unlike the more comic booky version, who was also extremely short and very, very fat, with his entire body resembling the body of a penguin. Speaking of Tim Burton movies, by the way, Danny DeVito's Penguin literally looked like a penguin because of his deformities with the webbed hands and the way he had to waddle around like a penguin. But this morning, if you heard people talking about Superman inside the new Robert Pattinson Batman movies, what was happening is that somebody actually caught pictures of a group of Halloween partygoers behind the scenes.
Oh, that's it?
One of them dressed in a very Christopher Reeve-looking Superman costume.
That was misleading.
Matt Reeves is seriously messing with us from the set of the movie, and they just put one of these extras in a Superman costume for fun.
That was
Superman really does exist in the world of Robert Pattinson's Batman movies.
It's like, what Superman is spotted on set?
No
What the hell?
way.
They're messing with us, or this is just a Halloween partygoer wearing a Halloween costume that looks like Superman's costume. Not
But that means
Superman
Superman exists in this.
himself actually appearing in the movie. Here's the thing when it comes to other big DC characters that aren't part of the Batman comics, like Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, the other Justice League characters. Everything that Matt Reeves has said the past couple of years has made it sound like his movie wasn't supposed to be directly connected to the DCEU movies, the way that, say, like James Gunn's new Suicide Squad movie is connected to Justice League. Because, for example, Harley Quinn from the DCEU is in that movie, firmly placing it in the DCEU. She's playing the same version of her character from the first Suicide Squad movie, from Birds of Prey. So it's really easy to place that in the continuity, like Shazam is meant to be connected to Justice League because you have Henry Cavill's Superman, at least it's supposed to be Henry Cavill's Superman in his costume appearing at the end of that movie. But everyone associated with the new Batman movie say that it's supposed to be doing its own thing in its own little bubble of continuity. And that's why everything looks like it's happening pretty close to present day, like the Lincoln Navigator in this crash scene is from the last 6 to 8 years or so pretty late model, implying that the movie is taking place at least somewhere in the 2010s, if not closer to present day. And in the Ben Affleck Justice League Batman timeline, his version of Batman would have been in his late 30s around this time, about 10 years older than Robert Pattinson's Batman per the timeline of the Batman movie. You have to remember that Batman donned the cape and cowl around his mid-20s, and the movie is supposed to be Batman Year 2, so this is late 20s Batman. Don't worry if it sounds confusing. Matt Reeves is going to get asked 1,000 questions about where this fits in the continuity and potential for future Justice League crossovers when they hit the press tour. Because the movie isn't coming out till March 2022, obviously that's not going to start till early 2022.
Still get
so
delayed.
It'll still be a while. So we'll continue to get a bunch of set
while.
videos and Easter eggs from behind the scenes. So we'll be going to try and spot everything and see if there's anything else that's just as big as this Superman Easter egg, just trying to connect it to other big DC movies. For now, though, my assumption is, without the addition of The Flash sort of tying everything together with a multiverse, Matt Reeves is just planning on building out his own little Batman-centric trilogy of movies with potential for more spin-offs for other characters within that. But if you spotted any other big Easter eggs and all these behind-the-scenes set videos and clips or pictures, just write them below in the comments. While you wait for everything, click here for The Boys Season 3 trailer. Jensen Ackles is going to be playing a really big character. And click here to rewatch the Batman trailer 1 billion more times. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay safe. I'll see you guys tonight.
Check out Tara Erickson's reaction to the Batman.
Yeah.
There's a lot of information.
God.
A lot of information
Too
to
much.
digest.
Sometimes I feel like it's too much. I'm overloaded. Oh, lead it.
I'm actually really surprised by how much behind the scenes set footage we're getting because I feel like they're way more secretive usually. They're way more on top of it. Like a lot of this is very revealing.
Yeah.
A lot of this is very telling too, especially when you got footage, Riddler on set right after that car crash moment, showing that we're probably gonna see him there at the scene because I didn't know how that would play out in the actual movie if that was, okay, obviously Riddler's doing that whole car crash, yet at the same time it's like, well, will we see him there? Will he actually be physically present for it? Will we cut to him? But to have Paul Dano there as Riddler
On the stairs,
yeah,
like literally
oh,
outside.
that's really revealing. Yeah. Weirdly, my big takeaway has to be Colin Farrell's makeup. A lot of times with makeup like that and heavy prosthetics for actors, so much of that goes towards the lighting and the shading of it. And then to have this set photo that's in broad daylight, just a snippet from far away. If you didn't tell me that was Colin Farrell in makeup, I would have thought that was just some guy.
Some weird looking guy.
Very impressive
It's
stuff.
really, really good. I wonder if he got really annoyed and lost his mind like Jim Carrey did when he was the Grinch and he had to be in prosthetics for hours. He became a smoker again.
I feel like Colin Farrell might be used to it at this point. But
Yeah.
at the same time, though, I don't know if that's even harder. I mean, to me, that's more impressive makeup because it looks so real.
Yeah.
You know, it's not this fantastical design. It looks very real, and it has that subtle touch of just enough to justify the Penguin name.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, it got a little bit of
But
a
it does make me want to throw up, like when I looked at Danny DeVito. Oh
yeah.
my.
That was pretty cool that they had the Easter eggs for Catwoman shoes that were from Batman Returns, because I think Batman Returns has gotten a lot more respect in recent years, and I think to honor Michelle Pfeiffer's, in my mind, iconic performance is pretty rad.
Unforgettable.
Unforgettable.
Also, I just want to say that I think that the reason that they can get behind the scenes photos, do you think it's because everyone is masked up? So you just show up, you just wander around. They can't tell whether you're like in with a press badge or not. You're like, everybody's in a mask.
Yeah.
So it probably would be easy to just like be around the set. I don't know, get pictures.
Yeah, there's so many people on a set like this.
Yeah.
Because that is some
too
like
many thousands.
I was pretty surprised by how much footage we were looking at here.
Yeah.
People
blurry as hell. I can understand there's someone way back in the back with their iPhone 9 like zooming in to try to get a picture, but still.
I mean, they have the Superman Easter egg. I wouldn't be surprised if that is just some trolling bit of the director putting someone in costume there, or if it is a Halloween thing. But at the same time, it raises the question, is Superman, does he exist within this Batman universe, though, that someone is dressing up as him here, or is Superman a comic character and someone is dressing up as him for a Halloween party? Which version is it?
I really think it's a PA. He's trying to get a little attention. He's saying, hey, look, director, over here. I know I'm just a PA, but I would love to be a star. So he comes and he is in the Superman costume. He's like, see how
fired that day.
See how closely I look like Superman? And then he got his minute of fame.
Broke the internet.
Yep.
I'm glad we're gonna get one of your classic Batman shots of him standing on the rooftop. How much digital altercation must you do? Yeah, no arms, right?
You guys, he looked like a no-armed Batman. I was like, what? Why does he look like that?
Did they CGI his arms
like,
in there
where
as
are
well?
they?
And most of this footage seems to be of the stuntman of Robert Pattinson, too.
Yeah, and not him and not her.
The cars look cool. The cars look sexy. The second it was purple, it was like, oh God, everyone's gonna run their minds and go, that's Joker's car. It's Joker's car. Looking at that moment with Carmine Falcone and Selena Kyle, and if that is aping from Dark Victory and Long Halloween, I think that would make her character that much more nuanced in the portrayal. So
that could be her car.
That could be, yeah, that might be her car. That's what I'm trying to get at this whole time. Yeah. My whole point with the character development was trying to link it back to the cars here. What I love about the production design of this is it is modern day, yet it does have this sort of nostalgic vibe, not just to the gothic elements of the comics, but there's something about it that feels a little throwbacky towards some of the older renditions of live action Batman as well. So much great things are happening here. Tara, are you excited for this?
I am super excited.
Tara, I think I should have the mic on me and then put you recorded on my phone and then just sync it up.
I think not. I think that would be a really bad idea.
The editing for Tara videos is always the most fun of just lowering everything. All right, guys, Emergency Austin, thank you so much for putting this together. Hey, check out Tara Erickson's YouTube channel. Subscribe to The Real Rejects. Click that notification bell. Hit that like button. You're the only one who does that. Do you do that on your own channel?
Nope, just yours.
Just here. Thank you, guys.